Today we're solving another Myrtle mystery puzzle, but this one is called Deductive Logical and the Case of the Corpse Next to the Church Fires. I can't even pronounce the word. But basically, once again, Deductive Logical arrived late to the scene of the crime, an upscale chapel where a little old lady had been killed. I think it's pronounced fillers or flyers, but who knows? There's only 5 suspects so far, 5 of the murder weapons, and of course 5 of the locations. So as usual, each suspect brought 1 weapon to 1 location, but only one was a murderer today. And what we know is that the murder took place next to the church flyers or fillers, whatever you want to pronounce it. So we have to go to the locations card to see which one has it. I think it's this one because it says flyers. But let's check out the other locations. The nave, the front steps, the bell tower. I think it's this one. I believe it's this one because it says flyers on the description. No. So we gotta figure out who and what weapon did they use. So either Admiral Navy was in the nave or Lord Lavender was beneath the pews. But one thing's for certain, it cannot be both. But let's skip to the next clue. A medium weapon was found in the bell tower. So we gotta check out the this is light, this is light, this is light, this is medium, this is also medium, and this is light. So medium, medium, light, light, light. So there are 3 light weapons that were not in the bell tower. So I don't know exactly which one of these medium weight weapons is at the bell tower. So I'm just going to cross that out. I'm going to cross the ones that were not in the bell tower, and the weight was different. So green eyes stared at yarn. So we got to check out the suspect cards. Let's see, this is hazel, this is brown, this is green, this is also green, and this is blue. So we know that these 3 don't have green eyes. But the other 2 did, which is Dane Obsidian and Lord Lavender. But we do have some fingerprints that were found in the front steps. So whoever's in the front steps was there. Excuse me, I can't even speak. The only thing that matches is Miss Saffron. Miss Saffron was at the front steps, which I believe is this one. Okay, so the next clue, a string of prayer beads was brought by a member of something to do with the gems, and only a Leo can join this this club or whatever. So let's go to the suspect cards again. This is Libra, this is Aries, she's a Leo, he's a Virgo, and Admiral Navy is a Cancer. So only Dane Obsidian has the prayer beads. So this also means that Lord Lavender has the yarn. So that solves that problem. That solves that mystery. Analysts discovered traces of a weapon made of plastic on the clothing of Major Red. So we gotta look at the weapon cards. This one's made of wool, this one's made of wood and metal. This one is made of plastic. This one's made of wool, wood, and metal. And this one's made of glass. So it's definitely a spork. A spork, which is like a spoon and a fork all together. So Major Red has it. Next up, a lone bead was discovered behind the pipes of an organ. So I can only assume it's the prayer beads, but we gotta figure out which one that has the piano. Technically the organ. I believe it's the Korslov or the Korslov. The Korslov has the prayer beads, which means we now know where Dane Obsidian has been. And lastly, the bottle of wine was not found on the front steps. And yeah, this also means that Miss Saffron has the antique flintlock, which means that Admiral Navy has the bottle of wine. Now we just got to figure out where they have it at, which is the difficult part. So, we got to remember one thing. We need to figure out who... Okay, so what we know for sure is that someone is at the Nave, which could be Admiral Navy, but we have to check to see which location has the pews. So apparently it's torn between Lord Lavender and Admiral Navy were at the pews, but we don't know exactly. So what we do know is that both of these men were possibly at the pews, but we don't know exactly where. Well, we don't know which one, and that's the hard part. Let's see. So let's go over here and then check mark this one, because I have a feeling if I could... Okay, so someone has the spork. But the question is it at the Nave or this location? Let's see here. There's so many possibilities. So many possibilities that I'm trying to figure it out. This one is a hard to solve. The spork. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered. The bottle of wine is actually at the bell tower, because it was not in the front steps. And this is the only spot that, like, where the bottle of wine is at. So Admiral Navy was at the bell tower, while Lord Lavender was at the pew. And to make sure that I know which one it is, which location has the pew, it's definitely the Nave itself, leading Major Red to be in this location. So he's the one who has the spork. So we're going to confirm that it's Major Red with the spork at the Visitable. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it is what it is. There we go. And now we're going to figure out if this accusation is accurate. And yes, it was. It took me about 23 minutes and 52 seconds. And unfortunately, I lost the streak due to the fact that yesterday I tried to solve that other Murdle and I failed miserably, which you won't be able to see it because I was so embarrassed. Because I got the mixed up wrong, and I don't know why. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today's Myrtle Mystery, and I'll see you all in the next one.